Here's today's little gem. This is my wife's Mercedes E350 2008 front strut replacement. This should be a relatively easy job. There are 3 bolts on each strut at the top and 1 bolt on the strut at the bottom. First, of course, you have to remove the wheels. So let's get on to it. Okay, obviously first thing you gotta do is get the wheel off. And these are the tools you're gonna need. You're gonna need a, what size is this? H12 hex, not socket, well, need an H12, 21mm socket, rubber hammer, very handy, pry bar, little pry bar, little hammer, some Loctite, and a magnet. The magnet is for when you drop something, because you bloody will. Right, now what you've got to do, and this is a kind of a 2-stage really, in order to give you room to push down on the items and get this shock absorber out, you need to disconnect the sway bar. But, and this is a big but, not like mine, this has got a hex end on it. In order to get it on is really awkward, so you have to undo the other end, and I'll show you that in the moment. Up top, for the 3 nuts, you will need a 13mm socket. This is 21mm, the nut is 21mm, everything is 21mm. So let's get this undone. Ooh. Puffing myself out here. Oh, it'd help if I had an airline, wouldn't it? Yes, and you don't need to have an airline, it just, I have one, it makes life easier. Get it on take it out mode. Oh. Get it on there. On there. Now yes, there is a bit of tension there, so to get this bolt out, all I do, let's put the light, sorry, well prepared, I just oops, unwind it. When you get it on there, you can, come on dickhead, a bit of a push. Well, it may or may not come out depending on the tension on it. Now, too quick on the trigger. There you are, and as you see, the suspension moved. Now that's good because that makes this nice and loose. Now, up top, let's get up top, shall we? Take a light with us. Yeah, this is real mechanic work. This is none of your prepared show stuff. Right. Where's me nuts? Oh, there they are. Alright, so I'm going to get this thing out of the way. Oh, these bloody silly clips they have. Look at this piece of shit. Well, I'm sorry, Mercedes, you do some good stuff, but I crush you do some shit stuff. So, crack these. And if you're lazy, like me, you've got an electric ratchet. Now I leave one on just so it doesn't drop all the way out, and in a minute that will become clear as to why I do that. And these nuts you're not going to need again if you've bought a decent strut like I have. Now, all you have to do is get the shock absorber out. Which is the reason I left that nut in at the top, so that I had the main maximum length. And now, get that nut out. And bingo, it's out. Don't forget to take this little cap off. That goes on the new shock absorber. Why? Makes it look pretty. Ah, dear. So, there is. Now, what I do is they say, dispose of these properly. Well, and that doesn't mean throw them in the trash, guys. You do what you want. Me, I take them to my local AutoZone, and they recycle a lot of stuff. And here's the new one. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And that is ready to go in. Whew, beautifully powder coated. These are TLQ, I think. Yeah, TLQ. I got them from 1A Auto. I think it was about 174 plus shipping. Well worth it. They're great. So now let's get to fitting it. Now hopefully all will become clear. Now trying to get this back on there is not going to happen. So this is when you need to take this out. And obviously that's easier done when the strut is not in position. We need my... Actually, let's feed that down there. And get that in position. My 21mm socket. So there's an echo in here. And that doesn't want to move. This is where my rubber hammer comes in. I don't like hitting spanners, but sometimes you just have to. Okay, there we go. Alright. Hope you're getting a view of this. And I'm using my strap on, so you'll get the movement as I move my head. This is going to take a few moments. So talk amongst yourself. Yeah, if I had a ratchet, it'd probably be quicker, wouldn't it? But I've started, so I'll finish. I could just hold that still, it would help, wouldn't it? I keep hitting the light. It'll be off in a minute, I promise. Anyway, remember if I put the light there, does that help? And you may be wondering why this is easier than trying to do the other one. No, I'm not saying you can't succeed doing it the other way, you probably can. But I was struggling, so what the fuck? There's got to be a better way of doing it. don't mind taking shit off. It makes my life easier. And this one doesn't have the hex on it. It's just the straight nut and bolt. Sorry, straight nut and bolt. So now you can fit this right here over that hexagonal bit. Once you get the shape right. You see, I'm having a struggle and the bloody thing is not even attached to anything. Hang on. There we go. Right. Now, what I shall do is put the nut on, and I'm going to tighten it up so that it doesn't come off the hex part. So let me do that. I'm just going to do this up. I'll be back. Right, now it's time to offer the strut up. Here it is. Now, sometimes when you're trying to put this in, the holes won't line up, and so you'll have to twist it a little bit. Let's see how we go. Now I think I need to turn it 90 degrees, and it'll be closer to where it should be. For I'm sorry, you're probably not getting a good view. I'm humming. Oh dear, this is the fun bit when you're doing shit by yourself. Give me a nut with the nuts. Come on, I put the nuts up here, didn't I? Oh, there they are. Right, let's just put a couple of nuts on here. See, I put them in a convenient place and then forgot. Okay. Whew. That's supported now. Right, let's take it off. Okay, so I just got two nuts on there loosely. Now, what I have to do is get that over there. Simple, huh? Well, it's going to be easier than doing it with the sway bar attached, believe me. See, I've got some room to push. So let me try. Put your back on my head. Whew. Okay. See if I got enough pressure to do it. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Too easy, huh? Right, but before you go any further, pull it out of the way and get this bad boy in. Alright. Now, that was the Loctite. Oh, there it is. Here's the nut. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Right, a little bit of Loctite in the nut. In the nut, on the bolt, take your pick. Get that on there. Okay, and now I'll tell you what, let's go and get a 1/2 inch ratchet. See if that will help us do this job quicker. Oh, now here's a good old one. Gordon. I mean, look at this thing. Chrome vanadium 2014. Yeah, I don't think that means that's when it was made. Let's see if there's enough room. Might not be enough room, I don't know. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. Let's get this on here. Oops. Oh, that came off. Let's put that over here. There we go. Right. Now, those are the easy bits. Next, we're going to try and get this bolt through. Let's see. I wonder if I can just push. Can I help? Right, so this pry bar will come in and should be able to pry down on this. That's it. Right. It's not easy. Oh boy. See, I'm fighting the sway bar. Oh, give me a second. Now, I found that the best way to get this bolt in, and don't forget you must have done this up already and forgotten about it, is do the top 3 nuts up. That pulls it up as high as it's going to go. Then using a pry bar in here, you can then pull down on the suspension and push the bolt through. There may be a point where you need to perhaps get a bar through here and then tweak it a little bit just to give it a little twist. Now it's just a matter of Loctiting that bolt on, doing it up, put the wheels back on, go to your wife, get your kiss, and then she can ride off into the sunset with her suspension riding high. And that's one thing, do bear in mind that it will ride high for a while, purely because you've got nice new shocks and nice new springs. And that's it. I hope that was of use to you. If you have any questions that I can answer regarding this particular job, then please feel free to email me at gstargarage@gmail.com. Now get out in that garage, go do some shit.